Hey everyone, it's Jess, and I guess welcome back to my channel. If I'm still in your subscription boxes, but like it's okay if I'm not. I understand. It's been a minute, and I think I said like I was not gonna do this again, but also I said don't count it out because like maybe I'll change my mind. And I have totally changed my mind. I miss sharing spreads. I thought I would get the same kick sharing my spreads on Instagram, and that's fine. But I feel like my rambly thoughts are better spoken than they are written in an Instagram post. I don't know. I guess I've like gotten my life together a little bit. Please don't get it twisted. My life is still like, there are things not going, I mean, not that they're not going right. Everyone's got their shit. But I feel like I've gone into a routine. That's a better way of putting it. And I've like thought this through, and I'm like, how can I plausibly make Plan With Me videos again? And it's right now to post on Fridays, and like make Fridays my planning day. So here I am. Let's see how this works out. I wanted to start in January, but there's 4 spreads in my 2022 planner that I was like, if I'm gonna make Plan With Me's, these spreads in particular from 2022 need Plan With Me's because they're gonna be so stinking beautiful. And I really left you guys on a cliffhanger there, but I don't know why the audio already cut out. We're doing so well a minute into this video. But yeah, basically I filmed 2.5 spreads already, and they are beautiful. Why 2.5? It's because I am halfway through filming the week of my sister's wedding, which has been a week I've been putting off because it has so many day extenders. Oh my goodness. And it was just doing my head in. I was afraid I wasn't going to have any little things. So you can't run out of little things if you're not using little things. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, I also had to make sure like the full box placement was perfect. Like the full box science. Like it's very serious. Because not every day needed all 4 day boxes. Does that make any sense? So I needed 2 full boxes, like 2 like RT full boxes on some days. I think like 3 of them. And so I was like, I had to mix and match everything, and it was just doing my head in. So that's what is taking some. But basically, they're being filmed, and I feel like you guys have a lot to look forward to. So originally, I was going to post these 4 bonus, quote-unquote, bonus videos as basically bonus content in 2022 when I started regularly uploading my Plan With Me's. But then I figured these videos are already filmed, so why not go ahead and post them? Plus, 'tis the season to be jolly and holly, and is the season for giving. So here I am giving everyone who missed my Plan With Me's back. Also, I had like a lot of fun making these, and so I've kind of missed it. I know I will burn out somewhere sometime in the year, but that's better than nothing, right? I think so. After 3 years, heck yeah. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so basically my plan is to post on Fridays because that makes the most sense with my schedule. I used to post on Mondays, but I will probably have the entire week filmed, like the entire spread filmed by Sunday night or by Monday night, but it's just getting me to do anything Tuesday to Thursday, or like guaranteeing that I do anything Tuesday to Thursday, Monday through Thursday actually, it's not a thing that we can count on. But if I post on Fridays, if I make that my day, then I think we can make it happen, and I will be more consistent and regular. At least that's what I'm hoping. I've done a lot of thinking about this, so yes. I had to cut that audio because my laptop literally sounded like it was about to take flight to the moon, rockets and all. I'm like, I did not know this MacBook Pro came with a rocket ship. And I've tried every variation for the past 20 minutes to see where the audio sounded okay and where like it could still pick up my voice kind of clearly, because this is a very cheap microphone, but not pick up my laptop. So we shall see, because it's already picking up speed. It's ready for its mission to the moon. But anyway, let's just get into the Plan With Me, because that's what you're all here for, 4.5 minutes later. This week I am planning for the week of October 3rd to October 9th. This is the week that my best friend Kelly got married, and I used the I Do kit from ScribblePrintsCo along with some heart patterned overlays, headers, and I guess washi overlays as well in the rose gold. And then I also used a Plana Hannah underlays in the Lovers pattern in the pink foil. I don't think this is rose gold. I think it's just pink. I don't think it's like adjective pink. I think it's just pink. But yes, it's so stinking pretty, and I love how the little hearts pop through. But yeah, so I don't think I ever really talked about the sidebar in my other Plan With Me's, but just in case, I put down 2 habit trackers, my little vitamin sticker, and then my second habit tracker is for my nighttime skincare, which always gets an X because I never do it. But I mean, it's still in there. We're trying to create habits here, people. Then I used a half box and a Paper Shire wedding couple sticker to mark that it was 1 week until my sister's wedding, because my sister got married a week later, and that's the Plan With Me you guys are going to see next week, which is still halfway to being done. And then I put down a like thick piece of kind of like glossy washi and a This Week foil script from Ice Cream Joe, and I made a little ombre heart checklist just to fill the space because I really didn't know what to put in the sidebar for like this week or the next. And I used some of the wedding guest scripts from ScribblePrintsCo that I knew I wasn't going to use anywhere else in the week, just to kind of like make it fun and make a little like to-do list. And then I put down another full box to fill up that space. And I really like the 2 full boxes. I have not gotten on that game, but doing it, I'm a fan. I like it. So on Monday, the first plan of action was to get on a flight and fly to San Francisco. I got some breakfast at the airport. I knew it was going to be a long flight, and I didn't want to sustain myself on snacks. So I made it a point to get a pretty filling breakfast, and I got a breakfast burrito, and I loved it because they gave me star-shaped tater tots. It was just absolutely glorious. And then I flew from New York to San Francisco. It was a pretty smooth flight. I watched a lot of House of the Dragon on it. I watched it backwards. Like, I know, like, the video is already on Tuesday, but hear me out. I started watching House of the Dragon backwards because I downloaded it on HBO Max, and you would think it would give you the episodes from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it put them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I didn't notice, so I clicked the episode that was on the left side, thinking it was the first episode. Did not look to read the titles. That was my bad. So I basically started watching House of Dragon from the 5th episode, and I think that was the episode that they did the time jump. So I was like, who are these people? I'm like, where are like the young characters and stuff like that? And it was like fine. It was going good. I'm like, maybe they're just like talking about like a different part of the story. Fine, whatever. And then I start the 4th episode, and I'm like, why do all these characters have the same names as the older characters? Like, could they not have thought of, like, I know it's like Targaryens and like incest and things, but I'm just like, you could have picked different names. Then the app kind of like closed out, and I had to restart it, and only then is when I noticed that I had watched a full episode 5, and then half of episode 4, and it was like, you're watching episode 4, and I'm like, am I? And then I realized I should start on episode 1. I was even texting my brother-in-law, I was like, none of this makes any sense, and like, I know Game of Thrones sometimes didn't make any sense, but I'm like, none of this makes any sense, and he was like, it makes more sense than Game of Thrones, and I'm like, no, it doesn't, and then I realized why it makes no sense. I was 5 episodes in. Yeah, I thought that was a little funny story to share. So anyway, when I got off the plane, Kelly picked me up from the airport, and we went to Tacolicious along with some people from the bridal party, and then we all headed well, I guess we headed to the Airbnb, and it was really nice because it was like 3 separate houses, but like on the same little area, so there was a lot of space for all the people, and their +1s, and everyone had enough room to sleep, and I don't think anybody slept on an air mattress, which was really nice. So everybody just kind of hung out, and then I watched more House of the Dragon. Well, like, I marked it at the bottom because I think at one point I even left the entire group to go watch House of the Dragon. I'm so social. And then we had a pizza night and like a little pizza party, so it was cool. Then the next day I got to sleep in, and by sleep in, I think I woke up at like 8, but that was glorious because I usually wake up at 5. And then me and Kelly went to Starbucks, and there was a Panera there, so we picked up breakfast for us and the wedding party and their +1 staying at the Airbnb. Then we headed up to the wedding area. What is it? The wedding venue. Oh my God. I'm so new at this. We went to the wedding venue to rehearse the ceremony and how everyone was going to come down, which, like, thank goodness, because like I've never been in a wedding before, and I was like, how are we going to know what to do? and it was great. I was walking down with the best man and I couldn't stop talking, and then I realized we were being filmed and photographed and would be on the day, and I was like, okay, you need to make sure I'm not talking. And then by the third go around, we spent the entire time talking about how I should probably not be talking. So then when we, after the ceremony rehearsal, we had a barbecue and pool party. It was a little chilly for a pool party, but you know, we made the best of it, and I still went in the pool because, you know, summer. Then I took a shower because I had to make sure my hair was super clean and dry for the next day when Kelly got married, and they did my hair all cute. And then I watched more House of the Dragon. So on Wednesday, it was the big day, and Kelly was marrying Andrew. We had a little bridal brunch at the house. There was just croissants and muffins and like fruit and mimosas and stuff. So while everybody was like getting ready, if you weren't getting ready, you could have some snacks. And it was like really, really cute. And we were in like some bridal pajamas. Really, really nice. So we were all getting ready, getting our hair and makeup done. And then we took a party bus to the mountain terrace where the wedding was at. And it was super dope. We were in our pajamas, which meant we were really super slidey. Once we got to the venue, we all changed into our bridesmaids' dresses, and Kelly put on her wedding gown, and it was so beautiful. She looked so pretty. And then she married Andrew, and it was like a really beautiful wedding ceremony, and it was outside, and there were these big tall trees that I never see in New York, and this like beautiful flower archway that attracted so many bees. So I was crying and panicking all at the same time. I feel like Kelly would have nothing less from me, but I was trying to stay cool and composed because I know there were people taking pictures and filming the whole thing, and I did not want to freak out. Like, it just did not seem like the time to freak out. Then after that, it was the wedding reception, and it was like really cute because it was like twinkly lights, and I liked the bridal party sat on this big like long table and we could see everybody. But it was a lot of fun. The music was great. I was dancing the whole time. Like, by the time Kelly was like, I'm getting ready for my send-off, I was like, wait, seriously? I feel like we just started. I had not sat down at any point. And then everybody got back on the bus, and we went to In-N-Out, which was a really great idea, looking back at hindsight, but at that point in the night, I was really tired and slightly nauseous from the few drinks that I had. So I only had French fries, but the next day I totally regretted not getting a hamburger because like In-N-Out. I'm a Shake Shack girly, but still, like, I like an In-N-Out burger. It's very good. Moving on to Thursday early in the morning, I took an Uber to the airport because I was going home this day because I had to go get ready for another wedding. There's literally no time in between at all. So I took an Uber to the airport. I had more airport breakfast. This was a great week for airport breakfasts. I flew back from San Francisco to New York in the afternoon. I got home at like 8 o'clock. And I think we were like on the tarmac, like once we landed, for like an hour, and I was so upset because I wanted to get home in time to get Chipotle. Like, I really wanted Chipotle. And then I was like cutting it really close. I think they closed at 9, and it was like 8:30, and I was still in the car. Where was I? Who picked me up? I don't even know. But I ordered it like to be delivered, and it was just sitting on my porch for like 45 minutes. But like, it worked, and I got my Chipotle. So I watched more House of the Dragon on the flight. I got my Chipotle, and there's cat hair all over my planner. I unpacked my suitcase because I wanted to get like everything fresh in that suitcase ready for when I had to repack it the next day. And then I just wrote, I didn't write, I put a little munchkin that said late AF, because I didn't go to bed till like midnight or 1 o'clock. But also my sister and Brandon, my brother-in-law, and Nick, my boyfriend, came that day. Like, they drove down that day because we were all going to be leaving on Saturday for Mexico. So moving on to Friday, got some snuggles in the morning. It was glorious. I made breakfast for everyone, and I finished packing for the Mexico wedding, the Mexico trip. I had actually packed for both weddings at the same time, and I just divided them up into 2 piles, and then I put the Mexico pile in my laundry room, so then that way it would be super easy to pack once like I had landed back in New York and unpacked everything. So everything was already picked out. I just needed to repack it in the luggage, which was really nice. Then we went to Starbucks, and I went to Ulta to pick up waterproof mascara because your girl knew she was gonna cry. But also I wanted to wear mascara at the pool and at the beach. Don't judge me. I don't know why I did. I just did. Then what does that say? My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I watched my Big Fat Greek Wedding. by myself, I think, as other people were working, because I think Brandon and Nick had to work from home that day still, even though they were here. And then we watched Spirited Away together, which I never finished, so I should get on that. But we watched most of it, so I marked it. And then we ordered takeout, and it was gloriously delicious. Which I love the day before, like, leaving on a flight with pretty much everyone in the house, because you know there's no food, and the only thing you can do is get takeout, and it's just freaking wonderful. So then next, moving on to Saturday, I marked that we had 16 luggages. So there was 8 of us leaving on the same flight, and my sister packed all the decorations she was gonna need for this wedding into all our suitcases. Like, she put stuff in the suitcases we had our clothes in, and then took some more of our suitcases to put other things in. And we had 16 bags. 8 of them were checked and 8 of them were carry-on, plus extra personal items. Like, I didn't even include those. So it was nuts, navigating through the airport and like trying to make sure nobody was over 50 pounds for the checked bags, and I think we were pretty good on that. And then we flew from New York to Cancun. We checked into the hotel, which, like, I can't even begin to get into the hotel. Like, it was like a lovely hotel, but boy, did they cause a lot of problems. I literally cannot get into it right now. It's nothing like shady. It's just like a very long story that just kept going on and on and on for the week that we were there. It was nuts. So after we all unpacked and got our rooms, we all went to the pool. After like the hurricane season, the beaches were kind of filled with seaweed, so nobody was like really at the beach, which was a shame because I was really looking forward to it. I still walked on the beach some days, but we spent a lot of our time in the pool. Then I wrote bridesmaid things. Oh, my sister gave all the bridesmaids these little like beach bags with bridal pajamas in there and sunglasses and our custom lipsticks that we made, so it was super nice. And then we went to one of the resort restaurants. It was a steakhouse. It was really hard to fit all of us, and we waited like 2 hours for dinner, even though we had told them we had like 16 people, which I feel like if you don't want to seat 16 people, then don't seat 16 people, and like just tell us like from the jump that you don't want to seat 16 people. But they didn't, and they made us wait 2 hours, and then the 2 hours went by and they were like, well, that's a lot of people. I'm like, no shit. So then lastly, we have Sunday. We all went to the pool. They had this like water balloon dodgeball thing, which was super fun, if not hurt a lot. And then they made a game of us like cleaning it all up, and I got a little bit drunky poo. Had a little too many drinks at the pool bar, so that's why I wrote the oops. Like, I was falling asleep on the beach on the pool chairs. It was really funny, and people were like covering me in towels. I liked it. Then we all got glam. Why did we get glam? I guess we were just going out like on the town in the resort. And then more snuggles. When did we snuggle? Was that pool snuggles? Nah, that wasn't pool snuggles. Oh, I think like Nick just came to my room and like we were getting ready, and then I was just like, come snuggle me. Then we all went out to dinner. It was like a hibachi restaurant, which was really good, but again, I was like super tired, so I couldn't like stomach anything, but it was delicious. But it was also really late at night, and then I came back to my hotel room and binged a lot of TikTok. So yeah, guys, that is my entire week. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're looking forward to many more Plan With Me's. I'm very rejuvenated to make them, and I'm excited to share them with you all. I think at one point I am going to do like a Q&A Plan With Me, but I will let you guys know about that. I think in one video I'll mention it and then have you guys type in questions just to like update you, because 3 years is a very long time, and I will answer those in a Plan With Me, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!